you had to prove today? What did you specifically want to, show on display with so many NFL minds in attendance?
Just movements, running, just being able to run long distance, stuff like that. That's really all for me. As far as position drills, I did them at the combine, so just come back and just show them something, just show them move.
When you transferred, obviously the NFL was on your mind. What were you specifically feeling like you had to improve on that Georgia staff helped you out with?
Yeah, I was basically trying to improve on technique and just coming back to graduate, and also just out the field stuff for me. That was one of the main things for me. Just out the field, cleaning stuff up, making the best decision for me.
What is it about this staff that you felt like could do the best job, help you clean those things up?
Just having that, shoulder to lean on, not having, worry about too much. Just being a college kid, going through what I was going through, also having, some responsibilities that I got at this young age. So just having somebody I can lean on.
Do you think you've gotten through the process the way you wanted to get through it so far?
It could have been better, but control what I can control, to be honest. So it could have been better, but I'm just doing what I can.
Take me back to Indianapolis when the confetti was falling all on top of y'all. What were you thinking about in your experience in college?
I was just thinking, like, I've been through a lot just to get to this point. A lot of maturity issues that I had early in my career, stuff like that. Just being able to clean that stuff up and come out and play the season that I played, it was just a blessing to me.
One more championship question. I don't know if you saw Keely or did you hear it? What was that moment like for
you? I kind of seen it because on the other side I was playing out man. So I was playing out man, and when I recognized that receiver wasn't getting the ball because he kind of slowed down, I kind of looked back and I seen the ball was thrown in the air. I was like, oh, it's over with. He went over to go get it, and I was like, when he started taking off, I was like, ain't nobody catching him. He's too fast for that. So.
Derion, if NFL temes ask you about George Pickens and what they'd be getting in him, what would you tell them?
Great overall player, smart receiver. Just can go get the ball. That's the main point of his game, going to get the ball. Solid hands, great route runner, very intelligent for what he's doing in routes and stuff like that. So I just say one of the great receivers in this draft. Not the best.
We asked George who might replace him here as that guy that could build a legacy. Who do you think is going to be the next great Georgia receivers going against these guys?
First name that comes to mind to me is Adonai Mitchell, AD. He showed some sparks last year in the season, and also came over with a big play in the national championship. Just a top owner that. So I just feel like he's going to be one of the great ones. Just getting his feet wet. His freshman season. So I just feel like he's going to be one of the greats that come next.
What was the difference between playing in the ACC and the SEC? I don't know how much you've been asked that or not. What was the difference between that? What was the difference between here and Clemson?
I'll say, as far as my Clemson teams, we really had everybody, all the pieces that we really needed, but the teams we played really didn't have it all put together. So I say that's the difference between SEC and ACC. I feel like SEC teams are more put together at each position. More people commit to the SEC, stuff like that, so it gets real competitive.
Derion, did you run what you expected today in terms of time? What you've been training at?
I wasn't really too down on myself for real. Not really running how I want to. Hamstring having a little problems right now, but I wasn't really stressing. Definitely know I can run better than that.
Did they give you an official time?
Nah, I haven't heard of it.
What will these next few weeks be like for you?
Just doing all the interviews, meetings, workouts, whatever the case may be. But just training for real. Take a couple days and then just come back and put my head down and work.
Cody was saying he wasn't. Have y'all been able to really celebrate the win, the national championship?
So after the win, basically we had a couple days, you know, just rest our legs, stuff like that, rest our body from the season. There was a couple of days and then it was right back in the training. So, nah, not really.
Did you sleep the night of that game? Can you remember?
Nah, I think I did sleep good actually. I went to sleep a little early. Had a little sleeping medicine, so went to sleep quite early. Woke up. I was waking up in the middle of the night, but I had pretty good rest.
What were you
overall.
thinking? Why were you waking up? Is it tough to sleep after games?
After games? Nah, not really. Before the game, it was just like just ready to go out and play. That's why I really kept waking up. And then after, I just couldn't go to sleep because shit, there wasn't no reason to.
How will it be different when you're playing in the league than playing in this league?
You know, I'd say more, you know, freedom of schedule and stuff like that. So just knowing what I got to do in my free time, you know, what extra I'm gonna do, whether it's in the film, position work, or just taking care of my body. So, you know, just doing the extra. That's really what this is about. You don't have somebody to just, you know, constantly be on you. Just when you work out this time, you do this, do that. So really have to do it on my own. So that's the biggest thing for me.
All right, a couple more questions. Anybody? I got one. Okay.
What kind of player do you think these NFL teams are going to be getting?
You know, I'd say quiet leader, just, you know, lead by example. And then also just an instinctive guy, come with energy, you know, love the game, great passion and encouraging teammates as well.
I got you. You were once recruited as a receiver. You think those ball skills will translate now as a DB?
Yeah, it definitely translates. Just going up, get the ball and find it. You know, being able to find the ball easy. That's basically what receivers do all the time. That's what I had most of my practice on early in my career. So it's definitely a lot easier just going to track the ball, going to get it.
And then, so you transitioned from wide receiver to DB from high school to college.
Mm-hmm.
When do you think it hit you that I'm gonna be a DB now? Because I feel like at first it kind of be apprehensive for you because you grew up thinking you can play wide receiver and such. So when do you think it hit you that you're gonna play DB?
Really, I was really playing defense all my life. Never really played receiver till my 10th grade year in a couple games. But other than that, I was just going to receiver for counts.
Okay.
So it was like it was an athlete type thing. But at that moment, I was like, I'm gonna go try receiver. That's what I wanted to do. So, but I had some coaches, you know, you'll be a great DB, you'll be a great DB. But I just went on that train at the time. But it hit me like right after the season, my freshman season. I was like, yeah, I gotta help the team in a better way. You know, just me being on the field and doing what I can be able to do. So I told coach like, hey, I like receiving and all, but I feel like I can help the team at DB. And then a couple things came up, and I was out there.
A lot of people are excited going in this year about what Keeley can do. Just what you've got to see from him on a daily basis. What do you think he's capable of?
Yeah. I feel like he's gonna be he's gonna be the top corner in this draft if he comes out. You know, just size, speed, just overall game, stuff like that. Just being able to go get the ball, being able, you know, compete with the best every day. So I just say his mindset, you know, just going out here working and then just being able to take down that one side of the field. So I'm gonna constantly be on him throughout the season, definitely. But I feel like he's gonna be a great player just off his you know, his technique and stuff like that.
With the time you got to spend here at Georgia, just how do you feel like it has prepared you for this next step?
I think it really prepared me well. Just by the way we practice, to be honest. Fast tempo practice. You know, giving it all you got. So I just feel like it just prepared me well for the next level.
Thanks, man.